Money FM 89.3, the best of Saturday mornings. Saturday morning sit down.
The countdown is on for one of the biggest sporting events in Singapore's history, the World Aquatics Championships, coming to Singapore in this next month, in July the 11th to the 3rd of August. There will be over 2,000 elite athletes from more than 190 countries coming right here to the Little Red Dot. From swimming to high diving, this is going to be a global spectacle. Joining us now to tell us about it, Mark Che, the co-chair of the World Aquatic Championship Singapore 2025 Organizing Committee, also the Secretary General of the Singapore National Olympic Council, SNOC. Mark, good morning. Great to have you with us today.
Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Glenn. It's great to be here on Money FM. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Right, let's kick things off because I know you're very busy. You've been organising road shows around the country. We'll talk about that to promote the event. Right, tell us about the World Aquatics Championships and why this event is so important for swimming and Singapore sports.
Well, thank you. The World Aquatic Championships is really one of the most prestigious sporting events out there. We're really talking about over 2,500 elite athletes across 6 aquatic sports, representing over 200 nations and territories. It's really a world case. It's really a showcase of the world's best coming to compete at the highest level. And really, if you really think about it, there's something cool about this as well. Most recently they announced the events for LA28, and now aquatics is going to be the largest sport at the Summer Olympics with 55 medals. So it's really a big deal. The sport is a big deal around the world, not just for Singapore, but around the world. And personally, I've had this. I've never had a chance to compete on home soil at an international event, and my family always had to travel to support me overseas. But and I also had these opportunities to go overseas to witness world-class swimming firsthand, and it inspired me to push myself harder. So bringing the World Championships to Singapore to inspire the next generation is really a fulfilling life goal for me. So for Singapore, this is really this is monumental for various reasons. First, it provides invaluable platform to expose our national athletes to world-class competition right here on home soil. And second, it inspires young Singaporeans watching on the stands or at home or on TV to dream big and really reach out there to new heights for their own athletic journeys.
Awesome. Talking to Mark Che, the co-chair of the World Aquatics Championships Singapore 2025 Organizing Committee and Secretary General of the Singapore National Olympic Council. Mark, how did Singapore get this competition to come here? This is massive. Obviously, we have the OCBC Aquatic Center, and I believe there's going to be things happening down at Sentosa, Palawan Green. But a huge global event like this is normally, goes to a country that's larger, that has more facilities, that has more capacity. How did we get it here?
Yeah, it's huge. I think there's really a combination of a lot of factors, and I think one of the factors is SG60. This is Singapore's 60th year of independence. We're celebrating that this year and really bringing a world-class event with a lot of people, a lot of spectators, eyeballs in Singapore is something that we really wanted to do on this anniversary. Second, I think Singapore is well positioned. We've held many World Championships before. But I think, this is the first time, you're right, this is the first time the World Aquatic Championships is coming to Southeast Asia, and just securing this event is a major win because it required Singapore to prove that it had the infrastructure, innovation, community support to actually host such a complex event. It actually is extremely complex if you think about it.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the athletes and the fans who will benefit, right? It's also a chance for us to showcase our innovation. For instance, Kin Productions, they're building the WCH Arena, which will be where artistic swimming and swimming will be held. And they're building it, and it's expected to complete in just 6 months, guys. And that's impressive.
Wow.
Another local company, Innovest Solutions, is actually setting up the high diving tanks, which is no small feat because these guys, they dive off 26 meters.
Whoa.
So there's actually a minimum height. A minimum depth for the swimming pool. So having such a big, like a deep tank with safety features is an engineering feat in and of itself.
Is that what's going to be at Palawan Green? I was down on Sentosa last weekend, and they have that area blocked off where they usually have public events, right by the beach station, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be there. Interesting.
Yeah. So Palawan Green is going to host two events, open water as well as high dive. Right. And of course, with the World Masters and the championships happening, we're expecting over 20,000 visitors to Singapore. So this will, of course, be a significant boost to our tourism. And we really hope to show them, the beauty and energy of Singapore.
Mark, I have to say, you mentioned just now you wish you had that opportunity to swim at such a major international event on home soil. Just for the benefit of our listeners, it's worth reminding them you were a very talented, successful swimmer yourself. I saw you swim as an ACS boy when you were just 15. Yes, I'm that old. But you also took part in the SEA Games, and I think you took part in two Olympics, didn't you? Sydney and Athens?
Yes, I did. Thanks. That was about 30 years ago, 30 kilograms ago as well.
Yes, we're all old.
30 and 30, yeah, we get that.
So you did Sydney, you did Athens, you're very successful. What does it mean for a Singaporean swimmer of today to be able to swim in such a global event on home soil? You said yourself you couldn't do it. What will it mean to Singaporean swimmers?
I really can't speak for the swimmers of today, right? Because it's really their show and their histories to write. But I think for them, for at least for to bring a world-class event to Singapore, it will inspire many generations. Like I got a chance to actually see what world-class water polo, diving, as well as artistic swimming is, and really, it's something that we don't get to see live in Singapore very often. And I really hope that Singaporeans will be able to have a chance to actually come and see and get inspired.
Yeah. Mark, I'm going to put on my Kiasu hat here for a minute. How are we expecting to do as Singapore, as a nation in the various sports? You just mentioned water polo, high dive. Are we going to be playing at a highly competitive level during this championship?
Well, this is the World Championships. It's like going to the World Cup, right?
Yeah, sure.
But traditionally, we've had our Singaporeans qualify for swimming, diving, artistic swimming, open water, and most recently, water polo, right? Because only top 16 nations go. So, swimming is the only sport that we have the Olympic gold medal, right, care of Joseph Schooling in 2016. So we actually do perform well. I suspect there will be a few semi-final performances in the evening.
Okay.
We have Gan Ching Hui, who is really top 10 in the world in the 1,005 and the 800 free. She did really well in Paris 2024. Tiong Zen Wei, we're also expecting him to. He medaled last year at the World Cup in Singapore, and of course we have Michael Lee as well, who's actually done really well this year in Indiana University, and he just qualified for the World Championships this year. Not to be outdone, we have diver Ainsley Kwang, she's only 13 years old. She's done really well in the World Cup series in diving, and she just broke the world record and the national record. And she's only 13, and this is her first senior year.
Wow,
and
beautiful.
Our artistic diving teams, they just went to the World Cups. They had 3 top 10 finishers. World Cups are like Grand Prix of artistic swimming. 3 top 10 finishers, and they're well on their way to the Grand Championships in Xi'an, China. So we really hope to see our athletes perform well.
Wonderful. Right, I've got to ask the obligatory Money FM question. You got $16 million in sponsorship, my friend. $16 million. One of the common refrains or complaints we have on this show from sports organisations, as you know, is funding. How did you manage to get $16 million in sponsorship for this event?
Well, we're actually very, very thankful. The team has been working really hard to showcase, to show the value in this, of course. But, $16 million in sponsorship is really a reflection of the strong support and enthusiasm of our local partners, right? Especially for such a big event. And, bar none, this is, the largest aquatic spectacle in the world. So companies like Ion Orchard, CapitaLand, Singapore Airlines, Jewel, Changi Airports, they recognize the immense potential of Singapore 25 and to deliver a world-class event and creating lasting memories. So I think they have this shared vision of excellence, collaboration, and community spirit, and where we really appreciate their involvement in this, and underscores the confidence that they have in Singapore's ability to deliver an unforgettable experience.
Brilliant. And I know this weekend you launched the community road shows across the country that are promoting the Aquatics Championships. Tell us what they are, where they'll be, and how people can get involved.
All right. Yesterday we launched our first of 9 community road shows. This weekend, a long weekend, right? So guys, head down to Ion Orchard this weekend. We launched the merchandise as well, which was a great collaboration with schools to co-develop and co-create some of these what they interpret as aquatic excellence into some of the merchandise. But I think more on this whole road show. It really brings a lot more prominence as well as awareness on what the World Aquatics Championships is. You also can have your hand on take part in reflex games that really reflect how the fast reflexes of our water polo players. We have dryland swimming with the VASA trainers, which is really some technology which some of our national swimmers use. And yesterday, of course, we saw Benjamin King versus Team Joseph Schooling, right, using the VASA trainers. And we also have these VR goggles to show what it feels like to stand 26 meters above the ground at Palawang Green, and what
That's cool.
kind of conditions that these high divers go through, right? So I think it's a great chance to experience aquatics like what that people have never felt before, or experienced before. And to be part of this whole experience is not just for elite athletes, but for the community as well.
Amazing. Well, we wish you good luck with that. I am definitely going to come to some events. I don't know which ones yet, but are the tickets on sale already?
Oh, yes. Oh, wow, the tickets. Tickets were on sale at the beginning of March, and really, hot ticket items like swimming and diving, they're practically sold out, guys.
Oh, no.
You can still get preliminary tickets. What we're expecting people like Leon Michon and Katie Ledecky to come in, and world-class divers like Chen Yiwen and Chao Yan to actually come here as well. But, you can still get tickets for artistic swimming, high dive, open water, as well as water polo. We expect a large take-up closer to the event as well, because, a lot of foreigners are coming in to support their families and friends as well.
Yeah.
So please get your tickets before they run out.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark Che, the co-chair of the World Aquatics Championship Singapore 2025 and the Secretary General of the Singapore National Olympic Council. Appreciate you being on with us today, Mark. Good luck with the road shows, and we hope to have you back on to talk as we get closer to the start of the competition.
Great. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks, man.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.